Been real loose. You know, we try to tighten it up. We'll just have to see what happens.
Jack Spray's got the motor running. He's ready to roll back out.
And C. Spray pulls away there out of the pits. One of the last trucks to go back out. You see the rest of the field waiting for the restart. Second half here. For more information about Featherlight trailers, call 1-800-800-1230. Featherlight, the official trailer of NASCAR. Highway transportation provided by Cedar Ridge RV Center, Branchville, New Jersey, featuring Winnebago Motorhomes. Call 1-800-988-4884 and find out why Cedar Ridge is the choice of champions. And the trucks are getting ready to restart the race. And obviously they're more than double file there, Barry. What do you think so far?
Well, I think, you know, the 3 truck, that's a tremendous crew working on that. It's easy to tighten the car up. Sometimes it's difficult to loosen one up, and he was just having to tiptoe in the corner, making the thing look like it was tight, and it was loose the whole time. I don't see a lot of sticker tires coming out here. You know, maybe they're anticipating with it cooling off, it being tighter. That should play into the hand of the 3 truck, and possibly Jack Sprague, unless, like I say, you know, he was a ball of fire when the race started. If he abused his tires too quick, they could over-adjust and maybe be too tight. These guys know what they're doing. I mean, Butch Miller's been sitting back there awfully impressive. I still kind of like old Papa John.
He does look good. The teams have fired the trucks up now, pulling away. The first guy out of the race tonight was T.J. Clark, and Ralph is with him.
TJ, it's been motor problems with you right along. Was that the same problem here tonight?
Yeah, we had a little bit of problem here. Obviously, we didn't get where we needed to be. One of those deals, Ralph. You know, we're right at this point. I'd just like to say we'd rather be a little lucky than good, but you know, those things happen. It's a little unfortunate for the team. The crew worked extremely hard to get here. You know, and I just like to say thanks to all the people that helped us get here and still continue to support us. My crew, my family, my wife, kids, and most importantly, my sponsors, ASE, all you certified technicians out there. Appreciate you guys hanging in there with us. And by golly, we're going to look for a 4-leaf clover, and we're gonna hang in there, dig a little bit deeper, and come back with a lot more desire and dedication. And I tell you, we're gonna be back.
Motor problems, one of the most expensive problems that a small team can have, Glenn.
Absolutely, and you can tell TJ has been working too hard. He hadn't even had time to shave. And let's take a look at the top 20 after 76 of the 150 laps. First, Ron Hornaday, followed by number 84, Joe Ruttman, has run second all night. Butch Miller from 11th position has moved up to 3rd. Mike Skinner has held on to the 4th position. Steve Porton, a good run for him tonight. He started on the pole, moved back to 5th, and stayed there. P.J. Jones up to 6th. Mike Bliss, brakeless, has moved up to 7th. Hope they got that problem fixed. Good run tonight for number 74, Gary Collins, moving into 8th. Dave Resendez having a good time tonight, driving truck number 7 in 9th position. And 10th is Rick Corelli, number 6 Chevrolet. 11th, Ron Esau. That's the ride that Ken Schrader had brought here, hoping to run. Bill Sedgwick has moved back into the 12th position after getting his lap back. 13th is number 14, John Kinder. 13th is. 14th is Sammy Swindell. 15th, Scott Lagacy. 16th is Bob Strait. 17th, Kerry Teague. 18th is the coach, Jerry Glanville. 19th is Gary Herron. And 20th is Bob Keselowski in the Dodge. And you see the trucks working the wheels back and forth. Now, Barry, a lot of people have wondered for a long, long time, what are they doing when they do that?
They're cleaning off the hot rubber that's still laying on the racetrack that the cold tires are picking up. Even more so, Glenn, they're trying to get some air pressure in these tires so the trucks will go on a restart. Everybody's got them let down because it makes a truck better on a long run. But working the car around, it gets a little heat in the tire, and it gets the truck where it'll take off on the green. Some of you'll see take off not as good, and then they'll get going in a couple laps.
And you're looking at the Ortho truck, lawn and garden care of Toby Butler. He has one of the in-truck cameras tonight. As we said earlier, 2-time NASCAR Northwest Tour Sportsman of the Year. He was the champion in that series in 1987, won a lot of races here at Evergreen, but things haven't gone his way tonight. I think we missed him in the rundown a while ago. He is on the lead lap. We'll correct that momentarily. Toby Butler in truck number 21 there. Let's go back to the pits for a quick report from Ralph.
Glenn, this is on the Mike Bliss truck. You might remember he was having problems with his brakes. He had no front brakes. It wasn't the brake line. It wasn't the brake calipers. They just got too hot and were bubbling up and boiling over on him. That took away the brakes for him. So they brought him in, bled the brakes, put new fluid in there, and they said this is the second time that this has happened to him. It happened to him at Bakersfield as well at Mesa Marina, a track similar to this one. And they're all talking now, Barry, about putting brake recirculators on there. Hopefully that might cool them down. That's something you use in Winston Cup racing as well, is it not?
That's right. See, you have a track here with no banking, and Bliss is used to a light race car. See, that's something he's going to have to learn, and he'll get better at it. But this racetrack right here is hard on brakes because you got a lot of room in the corner, and you can get in there wide, and they're going to try to do it.
Well, the field is doubling up now as they go down the backstretch. The light is off atop the caution truck. We're ready for a restart. Field moves slowly down into turn 3. Once again, John Kinder, the first truck, 1 lap down on the inside of leader Ron Hornaday there. Even though Hornaday's truck had a little bit of push in it, he certainly was able to keep the field behind him, Barry. So get ready for the restart. Let's see if he can maintain that.
Yeah, he gets such a good restart.
You saw Sammy Swindell in the blue and red, blue and white and red, number 38 there, trying to get by Kinder. Swindell also a lap down.
Yeah, he did it there. That's your channel lock truck.
A lot of action early in the going here.
Yeah, the 3 looks better right now.
And of course, he looked pretty good early on a while ago, but it got so loose it didn't take it long before he really started fading back. Meanwhile, up front, Hornaday in number 16 and Ruttman in the number 84 are pulling away from the field. They've already put about a 10 to 12 truck length lead over John Kinder, and he's a lap truck. There you see Skinner trying to get by Swindell. Swindell is a lap truck. He is 1 lap down. There Skinner gets a bite. Gets by it. Of course, Swindell moved up the racetrack. Give him lots of room. Keep an eye on Skinner to see if that crew was able to make the proper adjustments. Sometimes it's hard to get one tight enough for the remainder of the night, but that crew's certainly one of the best at making those adjustments, Barry.
Yeah, and if he thinks it's going to be loose, he just needs to keep them inside here and save his tires.
Oh, look here, coming off of 4. We finally got a challenge for the lead. Joe Ruttman gets his Ford up underneath Ron Hornaday. And watch Hornaday dive right back to the inside, off in the grass. Ruttman giving him no room. What great action. Tried to pull the Dale Earnhardt move on and almost pulled it off there.
Great truck racing right there.
Great move by Ruttman. They made an adjustment on his truck, obviously. He didn't have that kind of bite coming off the corner a while ago.
No.
Now Joe Ruttman leads, and you know, we mentioned earlier that he's been awfully strong the last couple of weeks. Ran second last week. Pins it right down to the bottom to try to keep Hornaday from getting back under him. Hornaday wants that lead back. He's not content riding in second place. Oh, we've got a spin over here in
Sedgwick.
In the middle of turns 1 and 2. That's Sedgwick. He spun down in the grass. Hasn't hit anything yet. The caution is out. Let's see if he can get the truck refired. He's trying right now.
Oh, yeah.
And he does. He pulls away. He will stay on the lead lap. The field comes by and takes the caution. So, another close call for Sedgwick there. He worked so hard to get back on the lead lap. He didn't want to give it away that way. Let's take a look and see exactly what happened to Bill Sedgwick. You see the traffic there? And up at the top part of the screen, he was up on the outer portion of the racetrack. Couldn't tell if he got some help there or what, but the truck got away from him, spun around. As I said, nobody hit him. He hit nothing. So just a harmless spin right now for Bill Sedgwick. He was pretty lucky. And there you see Sedgwick back underway. He's got the whole field to go through, but he caught him a while ago. We'll come back, see if he can do it again. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Today's excuse.
And once again, the field has doubled up for a restart. There's the top 10. Only difference this time, new leader Joe Ruttman wrested the lead away from Ron Hornaday. He looked pretty strong, Barry.
He's been there, you know, and I'm sure he made a change, too. He couldn't have been totally happy with his truck. So this is going to be a heck of a show, Glenn, all the way down.
Ruttman, as I said, was so strong last week. Ran a real strong, solid second place. Has been there all night tonight. Now that he's got the lead, I want to see how hard he runs and how he protects it.
Yeah.
Hornaday, one of the guys that's hardest to keep behind you. And as they take off, look at Hornaday pushing Joe Ruttman right down the front stretch and wasting no time, pulling right back beside him. He must have a little bit lower gear in that thing, because, man, on the takeoffs, he just absolutely kills the field.
I think Teresa let him borrow Dale's transmission.
I think she might have let him know right then she didn't like running second either. What a great battle. Look at Mike Skinner right behind him, waiting on one of those guys to make a mistake. Fans are absolutely eating this up. That's Joe Ruttman on the inside of the 84 Coca-Cola truck. Ron Hornaday, number 16, Papa John's Pizza. And right behind him, the black number 3 of Mike Skinner, the Goodrich truck. What great racing by 3 great drivers. Side-by-side action here at the Evergreen State Fairgrounds. We knew this place was going to lend itself to this, Barry, and boy, what a show these guys are putting on.
Yeah, they'll start using a little more of the upper groove here.
Hornaday got just a little loose there, but man, what a bite he got. Ruttman has to back out as Hornaday beat him to the corner that time, and now Skinner pulls up on the outside, bluffs a move on Ruttman there. Whatever they did to Skinner's truck, looks like that was the right move too, Barry.
Yeah, and that was a little bit higher line, see. Tighter track up there with no rubber on it.
And that's exactly what Mike Skinner needs. And we've got the number 31 truck off the pace down the front stretch. That's Jack Sprague. He'll be going into the pits. Looks like he got the wall. No problem there, though. But bad luck for Jack. He was in the top 5 in the points. And we've got a replay as to what happened to Sprague. We'll take a look at it here. That's in the truck of Toby Butler there. Look at the right of your screen there. You see the 31 truck. Ooh, he just got up into the wall, and it cut the right front tire. So great action from inside Toby Butler's ortho truck there. And you see Jack Sprague coming to a stop. This is costly for him because Sprague was number 6 in the points. This is going to put him further down the line as the crew goes to work on the truck. Meanwhile, back up front, there's Hornaday continuing to hold off Ruttman. Ruttman made a move on him a while ago. Let's see if Hornaday gives him that room again.
Butch has worked his way around Legacy, too. He's sitting back there watching all this.
Yep, Butch Miller always ready to make a move. Let's go down to pits for a report from Ralph.
Sammy Houston is the crew chief for Joe Ruttman. Boy, what did you do to that truck?
We've had a good truck all year long, and we've been good on long runs. We just got to put it together and try and get a victory. We're pretty good tonight. It just need to get back in front of 16.
Joe said you guys have made some changes between here and Portland that really helped out here. What did you do?
Well, that's something we really don't want to talk about right now. We're trying some things we talked with Ernie and Larry McReynolds about. We've been really looking for forward traction all year, and we're trying to improve on that.
Looks like it worked, Glenn.
It does, Ralph. And come on, Sammy, you can tell us. We won't tell anybody. Hornaday continues to hold Ruttman off, but I think Ruttman's just playing the waiting game right now. Barry waiting till that right moment like he chose a while ago to make that move.
Yeah.
And there is Butch Miller and Steve Portengay. Good race going on for 4th place right there. That's 4th and 5th. Butch is holding down 4th place right now. And again, let's give a call to Steve Portengay, truck number 83, the Coffee Critic truck. What a great job he's done tonight. He has been in 5th place most all night long, driving a good, cautious race, saving the truck to the second half. And now it looks like he's got something maybe for Butch Miller. That's a fast truck. During practice today, I had Portengay as one of the quickest trucks on the track.
Yeah, he looked good all through the corner.
See Miller able to put a little distance on it going down the backstretch, but Portengay really seems to make it up right in the middle of the corner there. Look at that, how he pulls right up on the rear bumper, or the rear tailgate, I guess. Got a little bit crossways that time coming off the corner, but good run for Steve Portengay. He is, as I said, the reigning Southwest Tour champion, making a good name for himself here in the Super Truck Series. And Miller has moved up onto the tailgate of Sammy Swindell in the number 38 Channel Lock truck. Of course, Sammy is a lap down. He's running a lot better than he did in the first part of the race, so his crew made an adjustment too. His truck's a little loose. I don't think he can continue that pace for long. Look at the number 14 of John Kinder there, and back to the number 3 of Mike Skinner as Hornaday and Ruttman have once again started putting some distance on the 3rd place truck, which is driven by Mike Skinner.
Yeah, unless they made a big air pressure adjustment to drop them all, they did not make much of an improvement, doesn't look like, Glenn.
Be interesting to see if he's able to keep the leaders in sight. Meanwhile, trying to hold off Butch Miller, who's coming down on him. And look at this lady. She's a little concerned about things going on. Oh, okay, no wonder. That's Ron Hornaday's wife.
She shouldn't be worried the way that truck's running.
He only lost the lead for just a couple of laps. And that time Ruttman, you see, as he went and tried to move around Jerry Glanville to put a lap on Glanville, went way up out of the groove. Lost about 6 or 7 truck lengths to Hornaday. He was just a couple behind him. There you see Rick Corelli in number 6. Good battle with number 52, driven by Ron Esau tonight. Corelli moving back into the top 10.